Every single day, millions of American families open a can of tomatoes for pasta sauce, soups, stews, and chili, never stopping to question what's really sealed inside. It looks harmless. It looks traditional. It looks like food. But that can sitting quietly on the kitchen counter may be delivering far more than tomatoes. Hidden beneath the label are substances most people would never knowingly choose. BPA, a chemical linked to hormone disruption. Industrial citric acid produced through mold fermentation. Traces of tin from metal leaching. And ingredients sourced from genetically modified crops that often go undisclosed. This isn't a small oversight. It's part of a multi-billion-dollar industry where convenience is prioritized, and transparency is often left behind. The truth is uncomfortable. The very products trusted for generations may be exposing families to compounds tied to serious long-term health concerns. And because tomatoes are naturally acidic, they accelerate this contamination process more than almost any other canned food. This is not about fear, it's about awareness. Because once you see what's really inside that can, you can't unsee it. 5 canned tomato brands to avoid at all cost. Brand number 1. Hunt's ConAgra brands. Hunt's is the single most purchased canned tomato brand in the United States. Owned by ConAgra Brands, one of the largest processed food conglomerates in the world, Hunt's sells hundreds of millions of cans annually. Here is what the commercials do not tell you. Despite public pressure and years of consumer advocacy, Hunt's cans were confirmed to still contain BPA lining in independent testing conducted by consumer watchdog groups as recently as 2023. ConAgra has offered vague language about transitioning away from BPA, but has provided no public timeline and no third-party verification of that claim. Additionally, Hunt's tomatoes are among the most heavily processed in the category. Their products contain citric acid from mold fermentation, calcium chloride, and in many product lines, added sugars and modified food starch that are not present in whole tomatoes. This is a brand built on scale and shelf life, not on your health. The size of the company is precisely why the deception is so significant. When the #1 brand in America is cutting corners, millions of people are affected every single day. Brand number 2, Contadina, Del Monte Foods. Contadina, owned by Del Monte Foods, markets itself on Italian heritage and culinary authenticity. The branding is deliberate and effective. The reality inside the can is a different story. Del Monte has been one of the slowest major food companies to respond to the BPA crisis. Contadina's standard product line continues to use BPA-lined cans, confirmed through independent laboratory analysis. Del Monte's official position is that BPA at levels found in their products is safe, citing FDA standards that critics, including former FDA scientists, have argued are dangerously outdated and based on industry-funded research. The Contadina brand also uses mold-derived citric acid across its full product range and relies on high-temperature processing methods that destroy a significant portion of the naturally occurring lycopene and vitamin C in the tomatoes. You are paying for the nutrition of tomatoes and receiving a fraction of it, packaged in a can that is actively leaching synthetic estrogen into your food. The Italian imagery on the label is marketing fiction. Brand number 3. Muir Glen Organic, General Mills. Muir Glen is the brand that organic-conscious shoppers have trusted for decades. It is positioned as the clean, responsible choice. It is owned by General Mills, a corporation with a documented history of fighting GMO, labeling legislation, and opposing transparency measures in the food industry. Here is the exposure. For years, Muir Glen sold their tomatoes in BPA-lined cans while marketing themselves as an organic, health-conscious brand. Consumer reports confirmed BPA presence in Muir Glen products. General Mills eventually announced a switch to BPA-free lining. but replaced BPA with oleoresin, an acrylic-based coating whose long-term health effects have not been independently studied to the same depth as BPA, trading one understudied. Industrial lining for another is not transparency. It is reputation management. If you have been buying Muir Glen because you believed you were avoiding industrial chemicals, you deserve to know that the company's primary motivation was protecting its organic brand image, not protecting your health. The organic certification on the tomatoes means nothing about what is coating the inside of the can. Brand number 4. Red Gold Tomatoes. Red Gold presents itself as a trusted, family-owned brand rooted in American farming. But branding is not the same as transparency. Their standard canned tomato products still rely on can linings that may contain BPA, and there is no publicly available third-party lab data verifying long-term safety. While the company offers general quality assurances, it does not disclose detailed testing results, certifications, or a clear timeline for moving away from BPA. Citric acid is also used without identifying its source. Trust should be backed by evidence. Without clear data, consumers are left relying on claims rather than confirmed safety. Safe brand number 1, Pomi Tetra Pak Carton. Pomi is the most structurally different product on this list. And that structural difference is exactly why it is safe. Pomi tomatoes come packaged in Tetra Pak cartons, not metal cans. There is no BPA lining because there is no can. The Tetra Pak format uses food-grade paperboard with a thin polyethylene interior, a material with an entirely different safety profile from BPA epoxy resins. No metal, no epoxy, no leaching driven by tomato acidity. Pomi's ingredient list is the shortest in the category. Tomatoes. That is it. No citric acid, no calcium chloride, no preservatives of any kind. They are Italian-grown, minimally processed, and packaged immediately after harvest. Pomi has published transparent sourcing documentation and has never been the subject of labeling fraud litigation. If you make pasta sauce, soup, or any tomato-based dish more than once a week, Pomi is the product that should be in your pantry. Safe brand number 2. Bianco di Napoli. Organic Bianco di Napoli is a small-batch organic brand co-founded by James Beard award-winning chef Chris Bianco and farmer Rob Di Napoli. Their tomatoes are grown in California, USDA-certified organic, packed in verified BPA-free, non-toxic can linings, and processed with no citric acid, no calcium chloride, and no additives of any kind. Every batch is third-party tested. The choice is now yours. You've seen what's behind the label, and once you know, you move differently. Your kitchen should protect you, not expose you. Start small, start today. Check your pantry, read beyond the marketing, and choose brands that respect your health. This is how change begins, one decision at a time. If this opened your eyes, like this video, share it with someone who needs to see it. And subscribe to Verdict Kitchen, where we uncover what the food industry hopes you never question. Stay informed, stay aware,